Hello and welcome back to Fanteam Focus. Today on the show we're going to be revealing 6 Fanteam experts Fanteam £1 million teams. We're going to get straight into the video. Just don't forget to hit the like button and hit subscribe if you want some more juicy Fanteam content in your life. First up is Ben. So Ben, I think, will be joining us on Saturday morning for our weekly stream. He's got Sanchez in goal, Trent Alexander-Arnold, Tsimikas and Kufal in defence. So it'll be interested to see if he can hold his nerve over that Tsimikas pick. He's 4 million, very, very cheap. Andrew Robertson is injured. In midfield, Ben has gone for Son, Salah, Souček, all the S's, Fernandes and Dallas. Really, really interesting strategy here from Ben, and I kind of like it. I love Son, Salah, Souček and Fernandes. You're talking about Tottenham, Liverpool, Man United. These players are going to be getting win points. You know, if their team wins the game, they get points. Souček, I think, is going to be dangerous this year in Fanteam, getting 90 minutes for West Ham, scoring goals like he did last season. And Dallas is a bit of a cheeky one. Is he going to be playing midfield? Is he going to be back at left back? I don't quite know about that one myself. I love Danny Ings and Bamford up front. These guys are going to score goals right this season. There's no doubt about that in my mind. On Ben's bench, he's gone for Bachmann. So interesting to see, he's got a kind of rotating goalkeeper strategy here, or at least he's got a backup first team goalkeeper, which I like as an insurance policy. Ben White, 4.5 million. What could go wrong? Luke Ayling and Hurst, who Josh, who won Fanteam last year, loves. 4.0 million. A nice little striker spot on your bench there. That's an interesting strategy. That's one I might copy a little bit, to be honest with you. I've still got to finish my Fanteam team. I'm still learning the game. I like the fact you can get a striker for 4 million and put him on your bench, because the price difference between a Hurst, for example, at 4 million and a Kane at 12.5 million, that leaves you with a lot of kind of wiggle room to invest into your team. So I like the strategy. I like Ben's team. He obviously knows what he's doing. Next up, we've got Callum, and the first thing that jumps out to me with Callum's team is there's no Kane. Callum, you promised me there was going to be a Kane in every single one of your teams. Sanchez, Shaw, Trent, Tsimikas as well. Again, Callum will be on the stream with us on Saturday morning, so it'll be interesting to see if he holds his nerve with that Tsimikas pick as well. Mahrez, Son, Salah and Benrahma in midfield. That is saucy. There's a lot of love for Benrahma around the Twitter community at the moment. I picked him last year in FPL for the last game of the season because his underlying numbers were excellent, and he got benched and Fornals scored a hat-trick. So he's a player who I like, but I think there's an element of risk in that pick for sure. But hey, you've got to take a risk, right, in Fanteam if you want to get those top spots. Ings, Wilson and Antonio, that is a front three that I can get well behind. And on his bench, he's gone for Foster, Digne, Bertrand and Skip. I like that bench. It doesn't seem like he's gone really, really weak in any area here. And let me just check Skip's price actually. Okay, so he's 4.5 million. So he's not dirt cheap, but he's very good value. And Callum, being a Spurs fan, has definitely got his eye out for a good value Spurs pick. I like this team. I'll be interested to see on Saturday morning how different his finished team is to this, but I can't see it being much different. Next up, Joe at FPL Graphics does a lot of excellent work here at Fanteam Focus. He's gone for, and he's excellent at Fanteam as well, by the way, Meslier, Shaw, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Digne at the back. What strikes me about that defence is it's very aggressive. Shaw is very attacking. Trent is obviously the pinnacle of an attacking fullback, and Digne isn't far behind him either. And Meslier is someone who could explode in goal if that's a thing that can happen with save points, etc. And there's no let up when you get to Joe's midfield either, with Mane, Son, Salah and Dallas. Very, very aggressive. Ings, Antonio and Tony up front. Joe's bench is Foster, Gilmore, White and Armity. Again, similar to the Tsimikas pick, he's gone for a cheap defender there, Armity. Instead of having him in the first team, he's got him on the bench, which I like. Ben White and Gilmore offer excellent value and I think could get some big points. Joe, really like your team. Next up, we have Kyle. I like the fact that Kyle's gone for Fabianski in goal. He's not a pick that I've seen in many drafts. He's got great fixtures. He's good at saving penalties. I like Fabianski as a goalkeeper. He's gone for Wan-Bissaka, Tierney and Simcas, which is very interesting. Wan-Bissaka showed last season in his numbers that he can actually get forward and provide assists. Tierney, we know, could be exciting for Arsenal if he can just stay fit on the left-hand side. And Simcas we've spoke about already at length. Son, Salah, Grealish and Mount in the midfield is very, very spicy indeed. Listen, I love Mount and I love Grealish. I would be concerned about the timing of this a little bit. I'm not sure if Grealish will start game week 1. He might do, but I'm not sure. And similar with Mount, I'm not sure if he would start game week 1 just because they've not had much of a pre-season. And I can see certainly in the case of Chelsea's English and Italian players, them not playing game week 1 at all. So something to keep an eye on. Bamford, Watkins and Cavani. Oh, love this team. Love Cavani. Got a massive soft spot for him. Any team that has Cavani in it, I'm just going to give it a 10 out of 10 straight away. I don't know if he's going to start game week 1 though. I just don't know. He might do. I don't think he's had much of a pre-season. So again, it's one to keep an eye on. Danny Ward, nice Welsh goalkeeper at the back there. I like your style. Dallas, Reguilon and Diaz on the bench. I like your bench a lot. And this looks like a team that has got future planning in mind. So Diaz would come off the bench obviously in game week 2 for etc. Reguilon is an excellent attacking fullback for Spurs, and at 5 million in Fanteam, someone who I've got my eyes on as well. I really like Kyle's team. There's some saucy picks. I'd be concerned about minutes though in game week 1 for a couple of players. Next up we've got Ross aka FPL Raptor, Sanchez, Trent, Simcas again and Kufal. Can't say a bad word about that defence. Mahrez, Salah, Fernandez and Benrahma again sneaking his way in there. Very, very aggressive. Mahrez and Benrahma could absolutely explode. Listen, on the other hand, they could be benched. We don't know. Ings, Antonio and Tony, I think, is the front three if you ask anybody across the fantasy world. Steele, Willock, Cody and Ayling on the bench actually gets me a little bit excited. Willock going to Newcastle, I think, is an excellent move for him and an excellent move for fantasy players. Cody is excellent value, although Wolves are a bit of an unknown quantity now with their new manager, for me anyway at least. Ayling, I expect to do bits this year at fullback. He was unlucky. He was famously unlucky last season to not get any attacking returns whatsoever. Steele I would keep an eye on. Last year myself in FPL I had the Matt Ryan and Steele double up, and then as soon as Matt Ryan got dropped, Sanchez came into the team, and Sanchez wasn't even registered in the game on FPL, so just be careful because Graham Potter is a sneaky Sean, one of the contributors here at Fanteam Focus, has gone for Sarr in goal, which is spicy. Armate, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Kufal. I really like that defence. I like the fact you've gone a little bit different with your goalkeeper, Sean. That is really interesting. Salah, Souček, Fernandez and Torres is spicy. I love Torres as a player, and if he plays in game week 1, you've got a huge chance that he's playing up front. So you've probably got an excellent asset there if he starts. Ings, Antonio and Tony, I think, is the front three. There's no question about that. I think you've got that spot on. Ruddy, the double up Wolves goalkeeping scenario where if one doesn't play, the other one comes in. I like that a lot. Dallas, Stones and Ayling on the bench, which again makes me think that Sean has kind of future planned a little bit here with the fact that Stones could come into his team in game week 2 after having a bit more pre-season. He's just signed that contract extension for Manchester City as well, which could be good for him. Let's hope he doesn't do an Aubameyang and go off the boiler once he's signed his contract. Sean's team is looking pretty sick to me. Don't forget, guys, we'll be streaming live on Saturday morning, 10 a.m. It'll be interesting to see how these teams have changed. I've got to go away and work on my team. In the meantime, don't forget to hit the like button, hit subscribe if you are new, and we'll see you later.